Hey folks, real quick, because this isn't like something that I planned to do, but in reading a couple stories over the weekend and this morning and looking at a couple of comments on social media, I realized something. Most of us don't know what the SRC report is. So the SRC refers to the Salary Reviews Commission, and it is a commission set up to be able to evaluate the remuneration packages of a particular group of public servants. Most people think that the SRC is some sort of political organization, and that as a political organization, it's only affecting the salaries of politicians. Far from it. The Salary Reviews Commission actually looks at a wide range of our public service, our public sector, and about I think 950 jobs fall under their remit. So real quick, because I don't plan to be here for long, I need to run off and do my own work because I'm working from home today. The SRC is established under Section 140 of the Constitution. It has a chairman and 4 members, right? So a chairman and 4 members. The president appoints the Salary Reviews Commission, but the president has to first consult with the prime minister and the opposition leader on who are the 4 or 5 persons that will comprise the Salary Reviews Commission. So 3 persons are involved in discussing and determining who is going to be on this SRC. The SRC has remit for a group that comprises 325 categories of public servants. So when you are hearing commentators in the public domain and seeing headlines in the public domain that's talking about the SRC report, but they're only speaking about it with respect to the Prime Minister, MPs, government ministers, that does not even begin to scratch the surface of the number of office holders, people who are holding jobs in this country that are impacted by this report. So there are about 950 persons that fall under those 325 categories. And real quick, we're going to go through them categories just for you to see how many different groups of persons are impacted. And there's a reason that I'm going to run through the long list of persons. It won't take long because I'm just scrolling through them real fast. So, and all of this comes from the report itself, right? All of this comes from the report itself. And you would have noticed in the media reports, nobody's putting this information into the newspaper reports. I'm not sure why. So, it starts from the chairman of the industrial court, the chief justice, deputy director, the PCA, deputy information commissioner, director, the police complaints authority, come all the way down. So you've got members of the industrial court, justices of appeal, ombudsman, president of the industrial court, prime minister, puisne judges, vice president, right? You have elected and appointed officials. And this is the list of elected and appointed officials. So from the THA, the various borough corporations, mayors, deputy mayors, the various leaders in the THA, the speaker, the house, the vice chairman of the regional corporations, vice president of the Senate. You have judicial offices. So this also impacts on the judiciary. You have legal offices. And these are all of the various legal offices. So this means that the Salary Reviews Commission report impacts directly on the judiciary and the people who are serving in the judiciary. And you're seeing all of the various legal advisors, all the various state councils. Again, more legal offices. And then the top managers in the public service and on the various statutory boards. What does this tell you? Let me tell you what it tells you. The 40-something people in Parliament That's not the people who are directly affected by whether or not the SRC is going to be adopted. Because if or when this is debated, it's not adopted, it impacts a much wider range of persons. And these are the people that run the public sector. So that's what you have to take into consideration. There is impact beyond the political leaders that you like and don't like. They're all of the people who are responsible for running the public service. Their remuneration package hanging in the balance here. So they are very invested in seeing what happens. And you have to bear this in mind. Who going to want to continue to deny all of these public servants that they have to work with on a daily basis to get policies done and to get the day-to-day running of a government done? Because the last time an SRC was adopted and people were allowed to have a salary increase was over a decade ago. Might be well more than a decade, but definitely a decade ago. Because the last time this report was brought, not this specific report, but an SRC report recommending a salary increase for all of these positions. The last time something like this came forward was around 2014. And in 2014, when it came forward, it was fought down by the public, in the public domain, with us saying that it was not time for an increase in salary. And there had not been a salary increase for quite some time prior to 2014. So it's been 10 years that members of the public service, whether it is from the president or go all the way down to, oh God, who is the least important person here? Let me see. Go all the way down to, Chief of Defense Staff, Chief of Fire Officer, Transport Commissioner, Supervisor of Insolvency. It has been over a decade that those office holders have not received salary increases. So that is what this conversation is about. So while mainstream media is positioning it as a salary increase only for prime minister, opposition leader, government ministers, it's a salary increase, so it's an improvement in the remuneration package of about 950 people. And I think that's information you need to have when you're discussing this particular topic. Because if you are saying that the people at the very top can't get a salary increase, it means that everybody else, all the rest of the 950 persons impacted by this report, they also don't get an improved package. Just something for you to consider. I'm not going to tell you how to think about it, how to feel about it. I just felt that this was information you needed to have. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Bye.